Hello, hungry folks today. I've got an offer you can't refuse. It's the original recipe from the movie The Godfather, and Clemenza says, "I'm here, you might learn something." You take some oil, heat it up real good, and add garlic. Then you add some fresh tomatoes and tomato paste. Just make sure it doesn't stick. Let it simmer, then add the sausage and meatballs. See, a splash of wine, that's my special trick. And that's almost exactly how we're gonna do it, so let's get started. First, we chop up some celery, leek, and carrot. Peel and finely chop the onions and garlic. Remove the sausage from its casing and cut it into thick slices. And peel and finely chop 1 or 2 small shallots. Now heat some oil in a large pot, then add the prepared vegetables, so celery, leek, and carrot, along with the chopped onion and garlic. Season everything generously with salt. Stir and saute until the flavors develop nicely. Then deglaze with a splash of dry red wine and add the strained tomatoes. Now add a bay leaf. Don't be surprised, I've got a fresh one here. Dried ones work just as well. Add 1 or 2 sprigs of thyme and some rosemary. If you have fresh ones, you can definitely use those too. Finish it off with a splash of olive oil. Stir everything, adjust the heat so it simmers. Put a lid on and let it simmer until the veggies are soft. That'll take about 10-12 minutes, then take off the lid. Remove the thyme stems and bay leaves, and then optionally, but I recommend blending everything until it's more or less smooth. Personally, I like it a bit chunky, so something like this. Meanwhile, cook the pasta al dente, and it should be spaghetti. And when it's done, drain it well. Now onto the meatballs. We add chopped pine nuts to the ground meat. It might sound unusual, but it works great. Crack in an egg, sprinkle in some breadcrumbs. Add some cheese, I use mozzarella. Parmesan works great too. Add the chopped shallot and a good amount of chopped fresh parsley. Now season generously with pepper and salt. And also with paprika. Mix everything thoroughly. I start with a fork and then use my hands. We'll shape the ground meat into small balls, and after heating some oil in a large pan, we'll add them in. I'll do this quickly. Not just the meatballs go in, but also the sausage slices. Then everything gets browned all around at high heat, so make sure to turn them occasionally. Once the meatballs and sausage slices are done, we'll take them out of the pan and put them into the prepared tomato sauce. Mix everything a bit, then warm it up briefly again, and then take it off the stove and we can serve it. Sprinkle some grated cheese on top and add fresh herbs. Basil is a good choice. Personally, I prefer fresh oregano, a truly wonderful and delicious pasta creation. The mafiosos probably knew what tastes good, and so do we. I can only recommend the pasta cordigon. Wish you lots of fun preparing it and bon appetit.